big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Reed. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Maybe some room here. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Now here's Reed. Makes the grab. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. On the run, it's Owens. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Direct snap. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Edwards. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Reed throws to the tight end. Working on the right.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He's got the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the move. Got enough for the first. He's into the open down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, better look out. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback keeper. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Underwood. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for the defense.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know could go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
To the air, it's Underwood. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the move. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The official says no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 19 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Georgia looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throwing, Underwood. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw. The receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across, got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Underwood. Rushes on him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Big gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Looking for room. It's Owens. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Fights off a defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws it back. He's going to take off inside the 30. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Throwing Reed. Moving out to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. That's been the big story so far.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got him. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how...
Throws it deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Michigan! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1. Didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Snap it to the back. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Going to try to get it himself. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Sometimes as quarterbacks, you have to play above the X's and O's. That play is designed to be thrown from the pocket, but because of the pass rush, it wasn't going to happen. So he had to use his athleticism, get outside the pocket, and then make something happen on the fly. Nice job.
Reed buys a little time. He's turning it loose into the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. A&M comes back out with another first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Got a little grass. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Texas A&M going quickly. Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Play action with Reed. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. 4th down, Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense up to hopefully get right back in this football game.
Here's Reed to throw. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.